Hello everyone and welcome to the Impact Play, impacting more than just gaming. I'm your founder and host Mohammed, otherwise known as It's Diego. We are your one-stop news show for the latest and greatest across gaming, tech, entertainment, sports, and music. Plus, we are amplifying voices from those respective fields and having their stories told here on the Impact Play. You can join us when we record the show live over at twitch.tv/the Impact Play and by clicking on the notification bell so you will be notified when we do go live, or later on YouTube, or even on your favorite podcast platform. Simply search for the Impact Play. However, consumer content, wherever you consume it, we are there. Your support keeps the lights running and keeps the content rolling. You can support us over at anchor.fm/the_Impact Play/support or via Patreon. Whichever recruiter above, get the show ad free. Go to recruiter above, have exclusive access to not only the post show, but they can even call in to be part of the live show experience, plus early access and so much more. Remember, come on Patreon and support it today at patreon.com/the_Impact Play. We are Epic partners, so with every purchase you make when you use our credit code Impact Play, we do get a commission and a slight kickback to help support the show for further elevators at no extra cost to you. Again, the credit code is Impact Play, so use it whenever you're buying any V-Bucks in Rocket League, the latest cars in the latest skins in Fortnite, latest cards in Rocket League, or what have you. Let's use that credit code, and it's just one of the many ways you can go out and support the show at no extra cost. So, this is the Impact Plays Reviewcast, episode 174, where we will be reviewing Obi-Wan Kenobi, episode 3, which is out now on Disney+. So this will be a Patreon first exclusive for our Golden Cruise and above. If you guys are interested in consuming this content first, find out more at patreon.com/theImpactPlay. Otherwise, for everyone else, this will be available publicly on a later date, or should I say globally on a later date. But nonetheless, let's get right into it. So, like I said previously, this will be a review cast with, I guess, tidbits of spoilers from the previous episodes. So please keep that in mind. So we are reviewing episode 3, which means that you have, or if you are able to see this review cast, it means you've already seen episodes 1 and 2. So we might discuss some spoiler bit of details in regards to those episodes, but please keep that in mind once you consume this review cast. But there won't be, at the very minimal spoilers of episode 3 of Obi-Wan Kenobi. So please keep those in mind. But nonetheless, let's get into it, folks. So let's see. Let me get my notes ready because I kind of closed it. I didn't really save it, unfortunately. Give me one second, folks. Let me pull up my notes from the last review cast. I should have it here somewhere. Let's see. Let's see. It's gotta be one of these. Okay. So pretty much we have underlings of Darth Vader that are hunting down the Jedi, and we know from the first episode that they were former Jedi themselves that turned to the dark side, either fear or just wanted to join the dark side. Nonetheless, who knows what the reasonings are? But let's get back to it. Let's see. Pretty much we saw Obi-Wan watching over Luke, but all the Jedi are being hunted by the Inquisitors, which apparently they're dark sisters, dark brothers of I guess the underlings of Darth Vader, you could say. And Rava? Let me see. How about, let me see. Is this her? Yeah, Rava. Rava's being played by who? Let me see. portrayed by Reva. No, Reva's her character name. Her portrayal is, let me see. I don't see it here. Oh, by Moses Ingram. I think that's her name. Oops, I printing it. Went to search. Yep, that's her name. Moses Ingram. She's the actress. That's playing the third sister, or of the third sister, Reva Savander. Savander. So please, when you're watching Obi-Wan Kenobi, keep an eye on her character. That's all I'm gonna say. But nonetheless, we know at the end of episode 2, where she kills one of her brothers, because he was gonna take credit for capturing Kenobi, even though she set a trap herself. Essentially, the trap was she, not herself directly, but indirectly kidnapped Leia when she's just a child of 10 years. So she's just a 10-year old kid. She had her kidnapped through a third party, so this way it doesn't automatically connect to her. But regardless of the fact, she knew that Obi-Wan Kenobi would save her, or come to her rescue, which she did. And they kind of set a trap for him, even though he escaped. So they're on the run, and the last scene, what we saw them escaping on a ship, him and Leia. They were able to get out of her clutches. But the way episode 3 ended, I'm gonna leave it spoiler free from here. The way episode 3 ended, that's all I'm gonna say. Just watch it. Watch it until the end. It's gonna put a smile on your face. But also one other character. He was more of a side character that I don't see him playing in any other role within Obi-Wan Kenobi, but he did play an important role of episodes 1 and 2. Let me see if I can get him. Let's see, episodes 1 and 2 cast. Let me see, what's his name? Oh, here it is. Let's see. Haja is being portrayed by Hamal Kanjiani. He looks familiar. Let me see what other roles he did. Ah, that's how I know him. He was in the Eternals. He was the famous one. One of the Eternals that actually did a major acting role. Now I remember. Now I remember. He was playing Kinjo in the Eternals. I'm like, no wonder why he looks so familiar. But yeah, that's the same guy. He played, I guess, a quote unquote Jedi that he was really helping people, but he did it literally for money, which he wasn't a Jedi. Essentially, he wasn't a Jedi himself. He made it seem like it was a Jedi with like remote. He made it seem like he was closing the shutters with his force abilities, but it was just remotes and magnets and all that stuff. So Obi-Wan was watching him. Oh, so you're a fraud. Oh, you're a Jedi, right? I'm looking for a Jedi. Like, yeah, and then he completely changed roles. Like, yeah, I'm a Jedi. And then he pulled up his pistol, and I'm like, no, you're a fraud. You're not a real Jedi. And then like, no, but I'm really helping people for money. But at the same, I'm helping people, but I also like money, so I'm kind of putting two together. But yeah, nonetheless, he ended up, there was a bounty on Obi-Wan's head from the third sister. I don't remember her name, by being pushed, Reva, the third sister, Reva. In order to squeeze him out, they're not going to catch him, but it was just so squeeze him out so she could later on capture him herself. But nonetheless, she put a bounty on him throughout every bounty hunter in the city was after him. But he found out later that, like, it seemed like when he found out about his bounty that he was going to go after Obi-Wan himself, but he ended up helping him towards the end. And then what was funny was he went to Reva like, oh, you know, I'm the Jedi you're looking for. Here I am. Like, try to play those Jedi mind tricks, but he looked at him like, you're no Jedi, even though she's the Jedi herself. So she used the Force on his mind, like, oh, I'm going to tell you a word. Oh, you don't have to. I could just feel like your thoughts. So that's when she had a feeling where Obi-Wan's going to be in that little hangar. But yeah, but he ended up escaping nonetheless. But I really like her character. She's playing her character so good. Like, it's so, like, she's playing the villain, but also she has her own goals that she's after herself, which we'll talk about on the next episode. Because this is in relation to what happened in what was revealed in episode 3. So we're not gonna talk about that. We're not gonna talk about that here. Okay. But nonetheless, oh, I forgot about this. There might be some, I guess, some Easter egg or some reference to maybe a future character from a previous Star Wars iteration. So I'm not gonna say what until, of course, we get on the next review cast, talk about episode 4. But keep that in mind. Keep that in mind that this character may or may not be revealed soon, or or might have just been like a little Easter egg or a little bit of connection, and it might not even come into fruition. But just keep that in mind. If you guys did watch previous iterations of Star Wars, I'm not gonna say what it is because I might reveal who it is. But please keep that in mind. But nonetheless, on a star rating, I give it. This was really good, especially the ending. The ending was like, I'm pretty sure it's what everyone wanted to see. 4.25 out of a 5-star rating. So 4.25 out of a 5-star rating, folks. That is my rating of episode 3 or part 3 of Obi-Wan Kenobi. So please keep that in mind. This review is that of my own opinion. It does not reflect anyone else's. It's just my own opinion and being reflected upon, or should I say amplified by, the platform, or this platform, the Impact Play. But nonetheless, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Please send us free email if you guys are interested in giving us feedback or your thoughts on this review cast, by sending us free email over on Discord, via email to reademail@theempactplay.com, or even via anchor.fm/TheImpactPlay, where you can send us a voice note. It may even be featured on a future episode or even a special readable segment of the show. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I appreciate every single one of you. Have a good one, and until next time, folks.